Let's begin by importing the necessary modules. Here we have use SWR from the SWR library, which will enable us to implement the Stale-While-Revalidate strategy. Additionally, we import NodeFetch, a lightweight module that enables us to make HTTP requests similar to the Fetch API provided in the browser. Next is our fetcher function, which is designated to retrieve the data from the network. It's an asynchronous function that takes a URL as an argument. Using NodeFetch, we await the completion of the HTTP request. If the response is not OK, indicating an HTTP status code outside the 200 to 299 range, we throw an error. Otherwise, we return the JSON payload from the response. Now we define a function called useEdgeData. Within this function, we invoke useSWR with the URL and the fetcher function we just defined. SWR returns two important properties: data, which contains the fetched data, and error, which holds any error that occurred during fetching. This is what powers the Stale-While-Revalidate strategy in our code. Lastly, our useEdgeData function returns an object. This object contains the data retrieved, a loading state defined as true when we have no error and no data yet, and the error state itself. This structure allows our React components to easily react to changes in data, loading state, and error state. Here's how you can use our custom useEdgeData hook inside a component or another hook. We simply call it with the appropriate URL to fetch data from, and then destructure the returned object to get the data, loading, and error states we need to manage the UI accordingly.